My name is Daniel Lessick, and this is Podcast Liberty. Miller from Patriotic Me, and she's going to tell you her story. And at the end of the story, her website, patrioticme.com, will be touching on her. So, LeAnn, how are you doing tonight? Can you hear me, LeAnn?
Yes, so coming in and out a little, but I can hear most of what you're saying.
Okay. Go ahead and tell my listeners who you are and a little bit about your story.
Okay. I am LeAnn Miller, and I am the owner of a patriotic apparel company called Patriotic Me. It's an e-commerce company. My website is www.patrioticme.com. When my youngest child left for college in the fall of 2019, I decided to get back into the workforce and decided on e-commerce since that's super flexible. And I decided on a patriotic apparel company because I wanted to promote patriotism because I think it's important for all Americans. So started working on the company. I hired a business development partner out of Florida called Quantify. They helped me get everything going. It really took a year to get things just the way I wanted them. And we launched the website patrioticme.com this past September 11th, 2020. Thought that was a good day to launch the company since everybody was very patriotic after the horrific events of 9/11. Um, so that's when I really got started. I immediately started advertising on Facebook. For an e-commerce business, that's kind of the best way to get my product out in front of hundreds of thousands of people across the country. And things went well for the first 6 weeks. But the day after the election on November the 4th, I was alerted that my Facebook ad account had been disabled. And the only explanation I got that day from Facebook was that I had violated their policy of making all Facebook users feel safe and welcome. So I appealed that decision because I thought it must have been done in error. And got a couple more messages.
Okay, let's go. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on here, but it seems like I'm losing the feed. Oh, okay, ladies and gentlemen, seems like we've lost LeAnn for a moment here. So, basically, what she's told us is she's the Patriotic Me, which is a site devoted to uh, patriotic apparel and accessed at patrioticme.com. And she was talking about uh, touching with Facebook, that Facebook claimed that she went against their terms of use.
Okay, I'm on my phone now. I thought maybe I would try that.
Oh, okay. Well, we're back on the.
Okay.
So basically, what happened was you froze into place. You were just talking about uh, your experience with face. You froze.
Right.
So do you want
Okay.
to go ahead? Off?
I don't want to repeat anything, but where was I in my
Well, don't
story?
worry. Don't worry about it. We'll be all right.
All right. All right. So
Uh,
basically, I launched my e-commerce business, patrioticme.com, September 11th. I felt like that was a very fitting day since everybody was patriotic and we were kind of very united as a country after the horrific events of 9/11. And so I launched the company this past September 11th and immediately started advertising on Facebook. And within 6 weeks, I got a notification from Facebook the day after the election that my ad account was being disabled, that I would no longer be allowed to run ads on Facebook. And their specific reason was that I had violated the policy of making people feel safe and welcome. So I appealed it because I was just sure that had been a mistake. And I was alerted 2 other times that I would not be allowed to advertise. And then I appealed it a third time, and they permanently banned me from advertising on November the 24th.
okay. All right. What they were referring to, where people weren't being like they were welcomed or supported,
No, no,
or
and
did they?
not never been able to get in touch with a live human being at Facebook to ask those questions. What specifically have I done? What is offensive about my ads? What can I do to make them better? Never been able to get in touch with anybody to find out.
Okay, that sounds like several of my posts. What I did was I posted some evidence of election fraud that came my way, and I posted some stuff of President Trump, what he was doing good, and all that stuff was getting flagged as fake news or just stuff like that. Um, and customer service just got a hold of me here. All righty. I'll take care of that in a minute. Um, so anyway, Facebook is they pretty much taken on a campaign of silencing uh, individuals. Dan Bono, his work was declined
Right.
over at Amazon Web Services, and then Glenn Beck's being silenced all over the place. Uh, there's been a few of his I've listened to where I get about halfway through and then they pull the plug. Um, let's see now. Even Mark Levin, he's sitting there daring them to do it, but so far leave him alone. But this is a widespread problem. Is when you come up with something that's liberty oriented or too patriotic, they flag that as hate speech.
Right. Right. And what's so interesting is from the very beginning, I decided, not to take a political stance with my business, because I think patriotism is for everybody in the country. We all enjoy the liberty and the freedom and the prosperity that the flag represents, and that's for all Americans. So, none of my products are political at all. They're really just patriotic. So it really baffles me, and it's so frustrating that this has happened.
Oh yeah, and the thing is the my podcast is supported by the Society for Liberty and Prosperity, and our motto is "Without liberty, there be no prosperity." So, yeah, and Edmund Burke was the one that coined the phrase "for evil to win." So, um, we all need to do something, and you're doing your part by speaking out. And patriotic me, I trust is doing well.
We are doing well. We've gotten some good publicity because of this. So something that, maybe could have been seen as something bad has really been a help to the company, because I've gotten, the word has gotten out among patriots across the country, and I've had a lot of support, and feel like I have a lot of new friends that have been to the website and purchased items. So it's been great.
Great, great. And I ran for, against Mitch McConnell in 2008. I got out, and I'm really interesting people. I'm sure you're probably doing the same.
Yes, most of the people I'm meeting are like you, and through emails and phone calls and that kind of thing. But it has been great,
Mm-hmm.
and it's really kind of given me some new faith in all the people in this country, that are patriotic and love our country and what our country stands for. So it's good. It's renewed my spirit in faith in American patriotism.
It sounds like you got the hope, so let me encourage you to continue. And you are supporting a nonprofit, I believe. Can you tell us about that,
We
please?
are. Yes, we give a portion of all of our sales to the Tunnel to Towers Foundation. And that is a foundation that is in memory of Stephen Siller. He was a firefighter in New York City. And on 9/11, he rushed into the Twin Towers and was killed. And so his family started this foundation, and they give money to the families of fallen firefighters, policemen, and our servicemen and women. And then they also build homes for those that are injured in the line of duty or in service to the country. Those that need a handicap accessibility and that kind of thing, they build homes for those folks. So it's a great organization, and a lot of people have heard of Tunnels to Towers, and we've already, just in the last 2 weeks, have been able to donate over $1,000.
Well, congratulations. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, it really is.
None of the towers, basically, they support heroes and victims of the terrorist attack of 9/11/01, and they do a lot of great work, and I believe they're at tunneltotowers.org if any want to look. And they do a lot of great work. I've about them since I did it before 2002.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see now. Okay, what products do you offer on your website?
We have a big variety of t-shirts. We have some sweatshirts and hats and face masks and neck gaiters, as are a necessity for most of us these days when we're out in public. So the t-shirts are our main products,
Okay.
though. We have lots and lots of t-shirts.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm going to have to put my order in too. I've taken a look at the site and I'm really impressed. And I've got about 4 or 5 T-shirts that I got on my wish list. As soon as I get some money
Good.
together, I'll be putting my order in.
Good.
Um,
Great.
uh, and I'm sure a lot of my audience too, they'll probably come to your website to check it out and see if there's something there they like too. Um, okay. Let's see now, we have Lincoln's birthday coming up. So what are your plans?
Well, let's see. Oh, I had planned we were going to Charleston, South Carolina that weekend, but the events that we were going to down there have been canceled. So I'm not totally sure yet. We've been so busy with work, we need a long weekend to just rest.
Okay, that'll be good. And there was something else. Um, oh, yeah, a portion of every T-shirt sale helps tunnels to towers. So can you explain a little bit about that?
Yeah, we send a portion of each T-shirt to Tunnel to Towers to support their organization, and we actually sent them 40 T-shirts this past week to give away to some of their fund recipients. So
Oh, wonderful.
it's a
Oh,
good partnership.
that is, oh, great. And do you do any other charitable giving? Or is that
Right
pretty
now,
much the
right now we're exclusively giving to Tunnel to Towers, and we may consider some of the other patriotic organizations at a later date. But right now, we feel like we can. If we give to one organization, we get more bang for our buck. So right now, we're
Mhm.
sticking with Tunnel to Towers and have a really good relationship with them
Okay, stay laser focused with the towers for now, and that's
for
good.
now.
You know, yeah, because everybody, you go through the bank real quick. You know, and no, we want to keep you around for a while because we realize that you got to buy the T-shirt, you got to get them printed, and you got to get them, keep the inventory up, and the picture on your website. Well, let me see if I can share. Let's see now. And let me see if I can share that.
Okay.
Uh, share, share screen here. And Chrome tab. Go. And as it's plenty to go around, plenty of inventory. And, um, as you can see, there's it's no delivered. So they're okay, LeAnn. Is there anything else you'd love to share?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. No, it's just been a pleasure to be on with you and to get my message out to your listeners. Yeah,
Okay.
I've enjoyed meeting so many patriots around the country, and to do again, like I said before, I feel like I have a lot of new friends.
Good. And we may have you back in a few months. Check in with you and see how you're doing. Would that be
Wonderful.
okay?
That'd be great.
Okay. Thank you very much. And I'm sorry for all the cheers and
Take care.
everything,
Thank you
but
very much for having me.
okay, you have a good day now.
You too. Bye bye.
Uh, Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it for yourself. Patriotic Me. That's PatrioticMe.com. They've got plenty of inventory, plenty of stuff to go around. Prices are fairly reasonable. Um, and everything's done through mail order, and you probably get in time for President's Day, and which is on Lincoln's birthday, which is February 12th, I believe. Uh, and yeah, uh, we're doing pretty good. Um, I'm sorry, I haven't looked at the chat, but with all the stuff going on, all the glitches and the technical difficulties we've been experiencing, and I got another one going on too, coming up the chat. There we go. Okay, no chats, no chats. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the close of another day of Podcast for Liberty. Uh, Let me remind you that Podcast for Liberty is brought to you by the Society for Liberty and Prosperity. And let me remind you that without liberty, there can be no prosperity. And the society fights for our liberty and freedom. And we're in the trenches fighting the forces of evil that seek to enslave us and the forces of evil that I believe may be working on my podcast today to try to keep me from talking to you. Um, they were not successful, obviously, but uh, there was a couple of times that I felt like just giving up. I threw my hands up. At one point, I was almost ready to cry. But we're in there. We're in the fight. We're in the fight for the long haul. Uh, I was in the fight back in 2008 and 2010. I suffered a breakdown. 2012, I was pretty much in recovery. 2014, I got back to work. 2020 now, in 2021 now, I am back in the fight. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope to be able to cross your path and have a nice conversation with you. And I appreciate y'all hanging in there with me, even though we've had these technical difficulties. Hopefully, they'll get better as time goes on. So, until next week, let's try to take care of each other and take care of God's good country here and take care of the Union and take care of everything we need to take care of. So until next week, this is Dan Isaac, and this is Podcast for Liberty. Thank you.